Hello guys, today's topic is going to be fun, trust me. Today's topic is everybody has a shape. So we are learning different shapes, just like the fruits and the shapes. We all know the shapes in the world. We know triangle, rectangle, circle, star, heart. Those are shapes that we have. So we are going to be learning human body shapes today. Now listen, the shape we are learning today is not to body shame anyone. It's just to tell the uniqueness of each and everybody. And fashion designer needs to know the shapes. It's not for anything, just to know how a style should fit well on a particular client. Hope I am clear. So today I'm going to be starting with apple shape. Yes, apple shape. You can see the picture I'm showing you. That is an apple shape. You know the shape, you know the picture of an apple now. An apple is like this, very big. These are kind of people, a set of people that has big belly. Yes, they have big belly. So which means their upper body and their lower body is smaller than the stomach. That is why we call them apple shape. Do you understand now? Let me come again. These people has bigger tummy, which makes their upper body and their lower body small, which means their hip and their bust is small. Not really that small, but it's smaller than the waist. This place is supposed to be snatched, but that place is bigger than the bust and the hip. Hope I am clear. Good. So the second set of body people the second set of body shape we're going to be looking at is the pear. We all know the fruit pear. That upper body, that upper part of a pear is smaller, while the lower part of a pear is bigger, which means from your shoulder to your waist is smaller. You rarely can tell the difference, you understand? But the hip side of the body is bigger, is broad. So that is pear shape. You see this pear shape, we can otherwise call it triangle shape. Yes, you can otherwise call it triangle shape. You know the shape of a triangle, that sharp or angle. You know a triangle is like this. Let me show you. You can see it's like this. It goes like this, and dash at the bottom, which means that smaller part. You know we use triangle for pyramid, right? Yes, that upper part of that triangle is smaller, and the lower part of it is bigger. That's just the shape of a pear, which means from the bust and the waist is smaller or almost the same, while the hip is bigger. Hope I'm clear. Then another set of people we are going to be checking out is the hourglass. You see, this hourglass is very, very unique. This is an in out in. When we say in out in, how many of us know how an hourglass is? You know hourglass is used for a timing, isn't it? So when you place it, you hardly can know the top and the bottom. If you have seen an hourglass, a perfect hourglass before, you can hardly tell the bottom and the top of it, which means the bottom is equal with the top. Do you get it now? So it is only at the center, at the middle of it, that it's really going in. That is why we call it in, out, in. Do you get it? So at the center, which is the natural waist, we will snatch, well snatch, that it will really go in. Do you get me now? But the hip and the bust part of it will be equal or almost the same. Equal or almost the same. So another kind of shape we'll be looking at is the straight shape. These people are otherwise known as rectangular shape. This kind of shape is very, very common in men, though we have ladies that are rectangular too, but mostly common in men. Some men, they don't have, they cannot, there is no really difference in their shapes. So the same thing you have at the bust is what you're going to have at the hip, and the same thing at the waist. Even if there will be any difference, maybe half, maybe half or 1 inch difference. Do you get it now? So these people, let me just say, maybe they are just rectangular shape. Everything is equals to square. So the last set of people we'll be checking out is the inverted triangle, the opposite of triangle. This is how a triangle is. Can you see? But an inverted goes like this. So what does that one mean? It means that the upper part of the body is broader, while the lower part of the body is smaller. Do you get it now? So which means the upper part, like this, is wide to the bust, while the lower part of their body is smaller than, if, for example, if they have 40 on this side, they might likely have 30 on the hip or 32 on the hip. Do you get it now? Hope I am clear. So we are not saying the shapes for anyone to body shame anybody. Even as a fashion designer, it is to make you a professional and to make you a designer, or let me say a fashion consultant. Yes. So that if a client comes to you, okay, before I go to whatever I want to say, how do you determine the shape? You only determine this shape through the measurement. And you measure through these 3 main measurements: the bust, the waist, and the hip of the client. That is how you can, that is the best way you can be able to determine the shape. Do you get it? So from the apple now, if you measure the bust, and the bust is, for example, is 26, you measure the waist gives you probably 38, and you measure the hip now give you 30. Don't let me say it is smaller as well. Let's say 30. That is an apple shape. Nobody should tell you. And you know that apple is sweet, right? So these people are also sweet. It's just for you to know them. Once you can be able to identify them, then you know the styles that will fit them. The styles that fit this set of people are gathers gown, gather skirts that will actually start from the upper waist, flare from their other bust, which other style, flare gown, hair, gathers, plinting, you understand? So this kind of style will, what this kind of style does is that it make it equals, and it bring that hourglass shape. Do you get it? Or make it look like a pear shape. So the pear shape, they can wear same thing as the apple shape, and they can also wear exaggerated sleeve, or all this cape, that will make the upper part exaggerate, like make it almost rhyming with the body. Do you understand now? And for the inverted too, they should also wear flare, pleating, anything that will make this place, or exaggerated hip. You understand? Exaggerated hip gown and stuff like that. Then the straight should wear bubu, and then when you can wear bubu and snatch it, you can put on a belt in the midst, so that it makes it look hourglass. Do you get me? Then okay, the hourglass can actually wear anything, but mind you, when you're wearing anything bubu, the essence of your shape is to show it. So you can snatch the meat to make it look beautiful, you understand? So they can actually, any clothes fit on them. Yes, any clothes fit on hourglass. And for the, I mentioned the triangle. The triangle is also known as the pear. Do you get it now? So these shapes are wonderfully made. They are beautiful. God made us in his own likeness, and God diversified. So it doesn't, it's not an analog. Yes, God is not an analog. So that is why he made us in different shapes. Is that taken? Thank you. God bless you.